Hey guys, welcome back to FedEx Gaming's Redstone Tutorials. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you guys how to build an item stealing enchanting table. Now, before you say FedEx, how can you be so evil? I actually got this idea from my subscribers because today, well, if you're not watching this video on this day, this video is uploaded, but today on this day, I uploaded 3 videos, and in my comment section below, people were like, well, FedEx, what happens if someone accidentally presses B or, you know, just gets out of their enchantment table and the item goes flying? Now, I completely forgot that happened because I don't do that anymore. So if you're new to the game or you just forgot, what happens is when you put your item inside an enchantment table and then you enchant it, if you do not take the item out of the enchantment table like this, it'll actually go flying out of your inventory towards the enchanting table. Now, I just put up 3 videos on how to throw items through an enchanting table so it opens up secret stuff. So guess what I just made? An item stealing enchanting table. So if your friend accidentally forgets to leave his item then there and he just got a looting 2-sword and a bane of arthropods out, who cares about that? That's garbage anyway. But if he forgets to take that out, now I say this is like the trolliest way to get your friends, because if they're new to this game, then the longest thing they're doing is trying to get to level 30 so they can upgrade their armor and weapons and stuff like that. So if they forget to take it out and they press B, it goes flying and it disappears. Now if you're wondering what these purple blocks right here are, this is obsidian. I'm using a texture pack. This is obsidian. Now I did this in case so people won't stand there and try to smash through the floor, because obviously someone's not going to try to smash through obsidian. So yes, the item is now gone. However, the item is not underneath the enchanting table. If we turn around, the item's all the way over here, inside here. There it is, bane of arthropods. You just stole your friend's item. Like I said, it's very, very evil, and I didn't even really think of it. I got this idea from my subscribers. They're like, you know, sometimes people accidentally let it go. They're gonna open up your secret base. Well, what happens if it doesn't open up your secret base? What happens if it steals the item? So anytime you put an item in there, make sure you take it out from now on, because if your friends do watch my channel, they'll know now how to steal your items. Yep, they'll know how to steal your items. See, there goes the minecart. It brings it over here, and now that item is over here instead. So I'm going to show you guys how to build this very, very trolliest of trolls tutorials. So let's start building this thing, guys. All right, guys, so obviously this thing is not that cheap, because you're gonna have to make minecart rails to bring your items wherever. You can leave it down there if you really want to, but I think it's better to bring the item somewhere else, maybe bring it over to your house or a secret area. Obviously you can give the item back. You don't have to be evil and keep the item from them, but it's just funny. So for this build, we're going to need at least a 2x4 spacing. We're going to have to dig down 3. Now, obviously, you can see where I put my enchanting table. This is the spot your enchanting table's going to have to be in while you build this. So for this build, we're going to need 2 hoppers, 1 redstone repeater, 1 redstone torch, 2 redstone comparators, 2 redstone dust, at least 3 powered rails. Obviously, you're going to need more depending on how far you're going to bring it. Then we're going to also need a lot of rails depending on how far you're going to bring it. We're also going to need a minecart with a hopper in it, a minecart with a chest in it. Now, the redstone block is just to activate some of the redstone powered rails. So if you want to use a torch or a lever or something like that, you can. You don't have to use a redstone block. 9 obsidian. Now, you don't need to use obsidian, but I highly recommend it, because, you know, if your friend doesn't have a good pickaxe or anything on them, they're not going to stand there and try to smack this floor until they see what's under there. You know, they'll probably just leave it alone. Or you could just use normal blocks, because then they might think, hey, something might be under there if it's obsidian or not, you know? You got to be on the safe side with things just in case. But obviously, if it brings the items really far away, they're never going to get to the item by the time you take it anyway. And we're also going to need 15 bookshelves, an enchanting table, 1 chest, and obviously we're going to need items to put our redstone down on. So what I'm going to have you do is go underneath your enchanting table and put a block right underneath it. So you can go into sneak mode if you want to and put it underneath it, or you can just go right off this block like that. Next, put a hopper right underneath this block right here, and then delete this block that we just put in. Next, what we're going to do is come out here, and then right on top of this hopper, we're going to go into sneak mode and put a rail on top of your hopper, and then put your hopper with a minecart on top of the rail. All right, guys, so before we move on, make sure this is the front, okay, guys? Because right here, where it is the biggest side of this hopper minecart, it has to be facing you this way. It cannot be facing you like this. See how it's smaller on this side than this side? Make sure it is facing you like this. If it is not, then you're gonna have to change the direction of where your enchantment table is facing. So right here is the front of my enchantment table, because it's facing this way. Now, you can't simply go like this and turn it like that and it will work. It will not work, guys. So make sure whichever way you're facing, make sure the front of your enchantment table is either facing one of these sides of your minecart. So I don't want you guys to get after getting through the build and going, it's not working, because look, if I try to go through from this side, see, if I try to go through from this side, it does not work. But if I go from this side and I throw the item this way, it goes right through. See, I went right through the enchantment table. It'll go through any part of the enchantment table. So make sure it is facing like that. So let's move on. So next, what we're gonna do is come right down here, and next to this hopper, we're gonna put a block, put a comparator coming out of the hopper like that, put a block in front of the comparator, a block down with redstone dust on this side. Then coming out of this block with redstone dust, we're gonna put a repeater on 4 ticks delay. Then underneath this hopper, we're gonna put a powered rail, a block next to the powered rail. So now when an item falls in, it will activate that powered rail. So watch, if I throw an item in here, see how that powered rail activated down there? Beautiful, that's what we wanted. So let's take our item out of this hopper, and then we just put our minecart on top of it. So take out your minecart with a chest and put it on top of that right here. And now you can bring it wherever you want. That's it. You're literally done. So we just, bring it to wherever we want. I'm just going to bring it, let's just go right here. I don't have to bring it super far. This depends on how far you guys want to bring it. So I'm just going to bring mine right over here like this with some rails. Then obviously we're going to have to go up this hill right here. And that's why I have that redstone block. Like I said, you can use a torch, a lever, whatever you want. I'm going to be using a redstone block so I can activate these power rails right here. And we're just going to bring it up out of the ground like that. And then we have to come, if you want to make it exactly like mine like this, you're just going to have to come up at least 2 more blocks above ground. So 1, 2 like that, put 2 powered rails right up, no, put 1 powered rail like that, and then put a regular rail up here like that. So two blocks up with a regular rail all the way up top. Then we're going to put our chest right here. So take out your chest, put a chest right here like that. Then put a hopper going into the top of it. So go into sneak mode and put a hopper on top of it. And this we're going to do is put a block next to the chest with a comparator coming out of this hopper, a block up in front of the comparator. Then we're going to put redstone dust on top of this block, and then a block right above this comparator. So just look at this redstone dust, or you can go into sneak mode if you really want to, and just put a block like that. And then take out your powered rail and put a powered rail right above this hopper. And then you are completely done. So what's going to happen is the minecart is going to come over here. The item's going to fall into the hopper, and then the item's going to activate this comparator, thus powering up this powered rail, sending the minecart back. So if I throw an item right in here, as you see, the minecart goes away, comes up, goes back, and now the item I just threw in it is over here now. And there you guys go. That's the entire build. Now, what I said in the beginning is I highly recommend using obsidian, but obviously if you don't want people to, catch on too much, if they're smarter, then you might not want to. But if you're just trying to troll your new friends that are pretty new to the game, or still haven't really figured out redstone and all that stuff, then yeah, this is pretty devilish, I gotta say. This is probably one of my more evil things that I've built. So just put some books around it like that. There we go. So now when your friend goes to enchant his items, say he wants to enchant his I don't know, let's enchant our golden booties. So he puts his golden booties in there, he wastes 30 levels on it, I don't know why, and then he accidentally lets it out, and it gets stolen from you, and then it'll travel to wherever you put this, it'll travel to anywhere you want it to, and there, it's now over here. So there you guys go, that is how you build one of the most trolliest and evil things I've probably ever built, but it's all because of you guys. It's because of your comment sections that I even thought of this thing. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like, and I hope you have fun trolling your friends. Alright guys, peace!